ready?
Yes. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
You get to do your famous...
Oh, here we are.
We have Angel.
Angus is our angel today.
Backing us up, right?
Yes.
That's what I kind of say. He has our back.
Exactly. That's true.
Yeah. So is there anything that you want to talk about before we go into this?
Oh, I just want to point out that on our next, I know we already talked about it, but just a little reminder that whoever would like to come to be at our Valentine evening with Angus here in fabulous Manteca, California, in this awesome headquarters of Soul's Enlightenment, to talk with Angus. The first 3 people that sign up get a free black and white asthma print.
Do you have a picture of her?
I do.
I love that print.
I do. Yes,
Talk
yes,
amongst
I
yourselves.
do.
Hope you guys had a great weekend.
I had a great weekend.
We had 3 days.
I had so much fun. I loved it.
We went out to lunch every day.
I know, it was awesome. Yes. Lots of fun time. Okay, here it is, finally.
You're so good because I didn't even see you put the food away. We snuck food in.
Yeah. There she is with her sword in hand that she's handing to you.
So you get a free print if you sign up.
Yes.
First 3 people, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay. So today we have a question that's been in the queue for a little while.
Well, don't forget to...
oh, yes. Where's your book?
Yeah, my book. And then I have 50% off on...
all the military.
All my services for the military, active military, and veterans. So all you have to do is go on our website, soulsenlightenment.com/services, and the drop-down menu, you can pick what you like, and it would be 50% off. Do they have to do anything to get 50% off? Like, is there a code?
No, they just showed they had sent a picture of their
ID or something.
Their ID, yeah.
Okay. All right. What am I looking for?
Subscribe. Things like that.
It's on the back? On the front?
I just saw it. We were just basically wanting
no, you
to
saw
tell
this
everybody
one. I don't want that
that's
one.
the one I saw.
No, I don't want that one. I want the pretty one I did. Did I talk amongst yourselves? La la la.
Got a glass of tea.
We belong, we belong. Oh, we're not supposed to sing, huh?
It's
you
okay.
too. I don't want us to.
Well, maybe we personally shouldn't sing in general.
That's true. Oh, here it is.
Okay.
Jackpot.
Jackpot.
All right, jackpot.
And,
please
and
subscribe.
for all our, we love you all, and then we get extra love.
Yeah.
For
Now, we noticed that we have over 50% people that watch us are not subscribing. So if you subscribe, we'll be very happy, and you'll get a lot of great information on how to deal with life.
Vera will do a song, and
I'll
do a dance.
How's that? I know you can't wait.
Like, please, no.
They saw that Shamil Samalo.
Oh, yeah. No. Okay. All right. I'm excited to hear about our past life that we're going to have today. Because it's always very cool to have somebody that everybody knows, because it's a very good example.
Yes. So
let's see who our stars align for today.
Okay.
Going down, picking one. Here he is, Travis Branch.
Correct.
Okay, Travis. Travis is asking, I would like to know about the past life of Malcolm X. I have a feeling it is activist. Oh, what is his life chart? Maybe he meant what is his life theme?
Life theme, yeah. Okay. Now, let's be clear, because I know I got a little flack from Tupac, because apparently I said he was white.
In a past life.
Because we've all been different ethnicities, and we've all been male or female.
Exactly.
Or
different,
whatever.
Yeah, different races, ethnicities, different
Sexuality.
religions. Yeah.
So we've experienced everything. So don't get riled up because your favorite, black singer or African American singer or whatever has a white life. We've all had different.
Right.
I mean, look at Trump. He was a Mexican.
Right.
As much as he hates Mexicans now, but yeah. So.
Yeah.
I want to preface it with that. It doesn't matter here, though. I just want to bring it up.
Right.
Okay. So his theme themes in this in that life in the current lifetime as Malcolm X is tolerance and banner carrier. And you can say, I guess, that banner carrier is kind of activism.
Tolerance really makes sense, you guys. Doesn't it though, Vera? I could stop talking.
No.
I just wanted to say, because I didn't want to interrupt.
Stop talking?
I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, because I forget things?
No. Well, I just thought, wow, he has to what he's had to tolerate. And then being a banner carrier for what he doesn't want to tolerate
there's
anymore.
good toleration and there's negative, that you have to work things through.
Right.
So it's not always the negative part of it. It's that balance that you have to have. And not sometimes tolerating yourself. I go through that a lot.
Oh, me too.
So those are his themes in Malcolm X's life in this current lifetime. And he's had many lifetimes as an intellectual. He was like professors.
Oh, he seemed like it in this life.
Yeah, a thinker, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And also in the military.
Oh.
Yeah. But the one that it really significantly impacted the current life he had as Malcolm X is that he was, it was during the Civil War, and you know how the slaves were emancipated. He was a slave in the Civil War life.
Okay.
But when the North won the war, they emancipated the slaves, correct? Right. Well, they didn't have Twitter or Instagram or any of those things. So they had to have a messenger go to each state and each county, actually, to tell everybody what was going on. And some people didn't even know the war was over. They were still fighting.
Oh my
gosh. But this one, the one that affected Malcolm X in this past life was that it was like 3 years later. Because what people were doing is when the messengers came into their county or parish, whatever they called it, they would kill them because they didn't want the slaves to know that they were free.
God, that was just evil.
Yeah. So, their thing was, I want them to do the next harvest. I don't want to let them go yet. But some never let them go.
Of course.
Until that messenger came. So, let me see. So it was affected.
That's horrible.
Yeah, they didn't learn that, and then the messenger was, I shot and killed, okay?
And then just giving me.
So, as that slave in that past life, in Malcolm X, he helped organize the slaves that were with him in that plantation to leave. They were going to leave all together. Just a max exodus. It was like, we're out of here. When they found out they were freed, it was like, we're done. So, but as they were trying to leave, they lynched Malcolm X to be like the example for the rest of the slaves. So they were afraid to leave because they were afraid that, I know my eyes are bugging out.
So they never left.
They didn't leave until I believe the plantation owner died, and through that they just started taking off. One at a time kind of thing. Not one at a time, but not a mass exodus. It was, more.
I have a question.
Okay.
Don't forget what you're going to say.
I'm done.
Was that plantation owner in this life with him?
Yes.
Who was he?
I'm not telling.
Oh, you can't tell us.
No.
Because it's somebody everybody knows.
Yeah.
And he's still alive?
Yeah, and they might not like it.
Wow.
But it's a learning thing. They both came back into life because they wanted to fix what they did.
Right. Isn't that interesting? Because
the thing with Malcolm X, sorry, you'll remember, right? I won't. The thing with Malcolm X was that he didn't have a plan in that slave life. They just heard the news and he's going, let's go. Instead of, let's do this to where we can't get caught, But I'm assuming, and you know what that does to you. Makes an ass out of you. But I'm assuming it was just because they were so excited they just wanted to go. But in Malcolm X's current lifetime, he had a plan.
Yes.
So that's where that came at. And then the plantation owner has turned around in this lifetime and is helping everyone that when he was president.
It's interesting. That's interesting, isn't it? That's interesting. Okay. Well, anyway. Okay. Sorry. I thought it was interesting that in that life too, because I know in this life, from what little I know about him, in the beginning of his, I don't want to say career, but I'm just going to use that for lack of a better term right now. He was very...
Before his activism.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
He, I guess from what I know, was not wanting any integration with whites and a little bit more, you have to do what you have to do. In other words, I don't think, from what I've read, that he wasn't as, like with Martin Luther King at the time,
tolerant,
who wanted the peaceful, and he wasn't.
But did you see how this past life showed him that you can't be passive?
Exactly. That's exactly where it was going. And then look what they
did to him.
Right.
And what they've done to all of them in their lifetime.
Exactly. You're so psychic.
Thank you so
exactly
much.
Where I was going. It's amazing because he took that experience and then he was able to, like you said, do things different in this life. But it's interesting also because then in the later part of his activism, then he was for the integration.
Okay.
So it's interesting because that's what I understand anyway. That's what I
Well,
read.
in history, whenever I was going through school, we learned about Martin Luther King, but not Malcolm X.
I did not either.
See? But now I'm hoping they teach it now.
Me too.
I never asked my son or my grandson, but I'm wondering.
But it is interesting because he did do it that other way and it didn't work then. And then this time,
So he did the complete opposite, and then there's always that something in the middle.
Right, and that's where I feel like, from what I've come to understand, in the second part, he was for integration, and it was more like he came back to almost like the middle, and it's exactly where I was going. Because in my own healing process, when I felt powerless, and then Angus was helping me at the time to feel powerful, but I felt like it was almost to the extreme.
Okay.
How do I say it?
Where you want to balance.
I wanted to, you're not going to have power over me. It was almost like...
So you would blow up for maybe the smallest little thing.
Right, yeah.
And people are like going, what the heck?
Yeah, so he was saying, okay, you were so over here that you needed to be over here so that you could feel what it felt like to have power over your own
because you have to feel
life.
That.
Yeah, so that you can bring you back to the middle.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's kind of a very amazing example of what he has lived, his last life and this life, and where he finished it.
Because even in his slave life, his peers would come to him with like, how do I deal with this? And he would help them with his words be able to like put a salve on their soul. You know what I mean? To help them to do another day, to do another hour, to do another second.
This is really fascinating you said this.
Yeah, because he was amazing in that past life.
From what I read in the early part of his life when he was in prison, there was this one gentleman, man that that really stood out to him, that got him on the path of his belief system he got into, and that he said that he had never seen, Malcolm X was saying this about this person, this man in prison, this gentleman, that he had never seen someone command so much respect with just his words.
Yes.
So it's really interesting because that really stood out to him, because that's a gift that he had in his other life and in this life that he learned to use.
Yeah, and then there was strength in numbers.
Exactly.
So he didn't have that there. But I just got, right now, whenever they were lynching him, he looked at everybody, all of the slaves that were made to watch, and he was telling them, don't you be afraid. They're cowards. Oh, God, I'm getting chills.
Wow, I just got the chills
on
my
back. God, yeah.
Wow.
And, he was looking in each one of, their eyes, and, that was all he had. I'm sure he would have said more, but they were like, you're done.
Well, he brought that strength back in.
Yeah.
For sure.
He was not afraid to die.
Wow.
You know, and trying to get them to, you know,
not be afraid.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, he did good.
Yeah. He tried.
Well, Vera, thank you for sharing that
You're
amazing past
welcome.
life that we can all learn from. It's really cool. And we want to thank you all for joining us on this enlightening topic.
Yes.
And we're looking forward to seeing you this upcoming weekend.
Thank
It's
you
going
all
to be
for
a fun one.
These questions. Thank you all for you guys engaging in what we're doing.
It's so
and
cool.
Then please be patient because right now we're working in June.
Activate that tolerance thing.
There you go.
Just kidding.
Doing the best I can.
Yeah, we love you all. Yeah, thank you for all the questions, and we're making the rounds. We're getting there.
Yeah.
We love you.